Are you ready to join me and take on the challenge of mastering these 10 sometimes confusing and tricky words? Of course you are. That's why you're here today. In this lesson, we will explore 10 challenging yet essential words that can enhance your vocabulary and communication skills in English. These words might seem tricky initially, but with practice and the guidance from this lesson, you can master them and take your language skills to the next level. Now, learning these words will improve your vocabulary and help you express yourself more accurately and confidently in everyday conversations and writing. All right, so it's good for both for conversations and writing. So, are you ready to take your language skills to the next level? Let's dive right in and get started with our first tricky word. Get that notepad, get that pen. Let's get started. The first tricky word is perspicacious. Perspicacious. So perspicacious means having a keen or sharp understanding and insight. Being able to notice and understand things that are not immediately apparent and or not immediately apparent to those around you as well. For example, she was a perspicacious observer of human behavior and was able to pick up on subtle cues that others might miss. When it comes to pronunciation, stress the fourth syllable, acious. Acious. Another key thing to remember is that perspicacity or perspicacity, both are correct, is often used to describe someone perceptive and able to read between the lines. All right. So obviously these are advanced words, and as an advanced English speaker, you will understand a lot of what I'm saying right off the bat. So it's, for you, it's practice. But if you're intermediate or even a beginner, uh, you want to listen to this video more than once so you can pick up on the language I'm using to describe the words. That will also broaden your scope and your vocabulary. So our second tricky word is enigmatic. Enigmatic. So enigmatic means mysterious or complex to understand, ambiguous or obscure. An example sentence would be, the artist's latest painting was enigmatic, leaving viewers to interpret its meaning in their own way. One trick to remembering the enigmatic or the word enigmatic is associating it with the word mystery, as it often implies something is not clearly understood. Enigmatic is often used to describe people, places, or things that are difficult to understand. Our third tricky word is fastidious. Fastidious. So fastidious means meticulous and demanding in one's standards, very particular and paying close attention to detail. For instance, as a fastidious editor, she made sure that every detail in the manuscript was perfect before publishing. Regarding pronunciation, pay attention to the stress on the second syllable, fastidious. Another thing to keep in mind is that fastidious often implies a level of perfectionism or high standards. The fourth one, even for first-time English English speakers, the first time they see it, dulcet. Dulcet. So dulcet means a sweet and soothing something, right? Sound in most cases. So a sweet and soothing sound having a calming or gentle quality. So here's an example sentence. The dulcet tones of the flute created a peaceful atmosphere in the park. One trick to remembering dulcet is associating it with the word sweet, which often implies a pleasant or calming quality. Dulcet is often used to describe sounds, voices, or music that are gentle and soothing. The fifth word is inscrutable. Inscrutable. Inscrutable means difficult to understand or interpret, mysterious or obscure. For example, the ancient hieroglyphics were inscrutable, and scholars spent years trying to decipher their meaning. When it comes to pronunciation, stress the fourth syllable, able or able, depending on how you're going to pronounce the word. Both will be correct. Another key thing to remember is that inscrutable often implies a level of complexity or mysteriousness. Number 6, garrulous. Garrulous. So be careful here, my Spanish-speaking friends. This is not garrulous or garrulos. Garrulous. Don't roll the R's. So this means talkative, or here's another word for you to add to the mix, loquacious. Talkative or loquacious. So this is like a bonus word because loquacious means talkative or being very chatty and enjoying talking a lot. So an example sentence would be, my garrulous aunt dominated the conversation at the dinner party, barely letting anyone else get a word in edgewise. One trick to remembering garrulous is associating it with the word talkative, as it often implies a tendency to dominate conversations. Garrulous is often used to describe people who are very outgoing and sociable. Lissom. Lissom. This is our seventh word. Lissom means flexible or supple, being easily bent or moved without breaking. For example, the lissom dancer glided effortlessly across the stage, her movements seeming almost ethereal. All right, so there's another bonus word for you. So you'll see these in upcoming videos in the future, but ethereal, almost ethereal. So regarding pronunciation, pay attention to the stress on the first syllable, lis, lis. Another thing to keep in mind is that lissom often implies a level of elegance or grace. Number 8, mercurial. Mercurial means changeable or unpredictable, prone to sudden mood shifts. An example sentence would be, the mercurial weather made it difficult to plan outdoor activities, as the forecast was constantly changing. One trick to remembering mercurial is to associate it with the planet Mercury, known for its rapid movements and changes in temperature. Mercurial is often used to describe people or situations that are unpredictable or prone to sudden changes. Number 9, insouciant. Insouciant. So this means carefree, nonchalant, lighthearted, and unconcerned about potential problems or consequences. For example, the insouciant tourist wandered into the dense forest, unaware of the potential dangers that lay ahead. Regarding pronunciation, pay attention to the stress on the third syllable, iant. Another key is remember that insouciance often implies recklessness or lack of concern. Recklessness or lack of concern. The 10th and final tricky word is luminescent. Luminescent means giving off light, typically in rays or a glow, being radiant or shining brightly. An example sentence would be, the luminescent moonlight or moonlit night made the beach seem magical and enchanting. One trick to remembering luminescent is associating it with the word glow, which often implies a bright or radiant quality. Luminescence is often used to describe natural phenomena like moon, stars, or artificial objects that give off light. So there you have it. 10 tricky words that will help you fast track your English vocabulary. You can express yourself more accurately and confidently by incorporating these words into your everyday conversations and writing. Now, practice is key. So use these words in context and review them regularly to reinforce your learning. With persistence and dedication, you can master these tricky words and take your language to the next level. Now, what are the benefits? You will have improved communication, enhanced understanding, and professional growth. You'll be able to express yourself better, more accurately. You'll be able to take hold and grasp more complex ideas more easily, and you'll be able to stand out professionally and academically. Persistence is key. Now, what's your favorite tricky word from this list? Let me know in the comments below. All righty, so there we have it. For more advice and guidance, check out more of our video lessons. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, please give us a like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you next time as we continue our linguistic adventure together. Take care, everyone.